tell me more about these trolls. I mean, I love them. I'm watching them get built right now at Dix Park. What's the whole origin story?
It's a story of a family that lives here in the forest in Dix Park, and they are here to protect a big old tree called the grandmother tree. And there's 5 here in Dix Park, and there's 1 in Charlotte and 1 in High Point. And my name is Thomas Dambo. I'm a recycled troll sculpture artist out of Denmark. I've built these ones over the last decade. I've built 171 of these sculptures in 23 countries, and I think now including North Carolina, 23 states and United States as well. I have 500 volunteers in Dix Park who've been helping me create the 5 here over the last 3 weeks. And then on Monday we're moving to High Point and Charlotte to build the next 2, and probably joining with another couple of volunteers. It's I think I've had somewhere between 25 and 35,000 volunteers over the last decade who've helped me create these out of thousands and thousands and thousands of tons of scrap wood. Here in Dix Park we're using some 15 pallets of bourbon barrel staves from bourbon barrels that had broken and fallen apart. We've used them to create a 700, I haven't measured it yet because it's being built as we speak, but it's something like a 700 long feet tail that runs from the daughter, Dix, that's dancing over here, and then into where her mother is sleeping inside the forest over here. That's her mother is gigantic and is in there. Then we're using 2 old barns, old pallets, 1 mile old fence that's been taken down, and a bunch of branches for the hair of the trolls from the compost pile from Dix Park over here. Because the message of my art it is that we can, instead of be drowning in our own trash and in our own success as a human species, we can take all that trash and then we can use it to create big and beautiful things. And that is what I'm trying to do here with all these volunteers. We estimate that we now have 4 million people annually that goes out to see these sculptures that are built from trash, and I think that's just beautiful, and that's why I do it.
So you have books too, right?
Yeah, I have my book here.
Show me the book. I want to see the book.
Yeah, my book is called Thomas Dambo, Trash, Trolls and Treasure Hunts, because I've built trolls from trash and then I put them on a big treasure hunt, and you can find them all on my map called thomasdambo.com/troll map. You can see all the ones I built all over the world. And then I always end my interview with saying, please remember that now there is so many millions of people who goes to find my trolls out and about in the forest around the world. So remember that if we all pick up litter after each other, there will be no litter at all. So please be a good troll hunter and help me keep the forests clean.
I love that. Can you tell me about how many trolls we're going to have out here?
There's going to be 5 trolls in Dix Park, 1 in Charlotte and 1 in High Point.
And people can come out and see them, and they can explore and walk around, and they're gonna look for the grandmother tree. Is that like a little?
Then the grandmother, like, so I used to be a rapper, so I always write poems for my trolls, and the poem for this one it is like this: between these 20 lines of rhyme, you'll need to meet some characters. 7 trolls, a big old tree, and then you are the narrator. First, the troll is a mother and a father and their 5 links. They grew up in a forest somewhere under the horizon. And then second is the grandmother, a mighty ancient tree, the beacon of the forest. Without her, they all grow aimlessly. And then the third is you. Your name is written in the caption. You're the center of the action, and you decide what's next to happen. But there is one species that all trolls have learned to fear through evolution. They are invasive like pollution. You must never trust a human. Because a human will seek the oldest tree to kill and cut it down and chop it up in tiny pieces just to burn it in their towns. So to protect her, the troll have cast a spell and enchanted the grandmother tree so no humans can find her, because now she looks like any other tree. But every time the moon is dark and the red wolves howl and bark, that marks the spark that is the start for the trolls to search the park. Where they go is a secret. You can come if you can keep it. Swear to never speak it, eat it, and never to repeat it. 1 troll is in High Point, 1 in Charlotte, 5 in Dix Park. There is 7 secret symbols and all the troll map. You must start.
Now that's a treasure hunt there. I mean,
That's
that's
a
like
treasure
that's a
hunt.
whole hunt. What about the other locations that you have stuff? Like, tell me about the other
Around the world, or?
around the world. Like, where else are these trolls? What other countries do
So
you have
if we
trolls?
start from east to west, we have Chongqing in China. We have Pyongyang in South Korea. We have Mandarin Perth in Western Australia. We have an island in Singapore that I can't remember what's called right now. And we have Belgium, France, Luxembourg, Germany, Denmark, England, Northern Ireland, Puerto Rico, Chile, Mexico, 23 American states. And I think was that 23 countries? Maybe.
I wasn't counting,
Yeah.
but I'll give it to you. I think it's
Yeah.
close. That's a lot of places. How did you keep evolving this? I mean, did it just snowballed? Like, you just started doing it one place and you're like, oh, let's do another place, and there was interest?
When I was a musician, I learned that every time you go out and play a concert, you get booked for another concert. So we knew that the day we played our last concert, we wouldn't get booked, or if we stopped playing, we would also stop being booked. So I just applied that mentality to building trolls around the world. We just kept building another one. So the first one, I just built it, didn't get paid for it. Next one, got paid $50. Then the next time it was 100, and then it just kept going up and up and up and up and up until now, where it's like a lot of money, and that's great.
So where's the first troll? The first troll you ever built? Where is it?
That was close to my home in Denmark.
I was wondering if you built one and then it was at your house and you just keep your own. Do you have any trolls at your house?
No,
that you
because
built?
I
Any
used
prototypes?
to. No, because I used to make graffiti and street art. So it was kind of like, for me, this was like an evolution of being a street artist, hiding, like unauthorized, hiding at that time it was like birdhouses.
Oh, okay. So it started.
So I still have, but because I've always been into recycling.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a birdhouse street artist and made thousands and thousands of birdhouses,
Oh, wow.
I made this logo that's like the recycled, recycled MC Escher's birdhouse logo. Yeah.
So that's how it kind of started. Why trolls? What about trolls that are so special?
Trolls, we have a lot of stories about trolls in Denmark. And there was a cassette tape of a little troll girl that was protecting the forest that I always bought on the public libraries when I was a kid. So once I worked on this factory and I saw like this mountain of trash out the back when I was building these birdhouses. And then I thought, like, it could be pretty cool if I could take this mountain of trash, scrap wood from pallets and cargo boxes and stuff, and then turn it into an army of trolls, and then put that army of trolls in the forest where this mountain of scrap wood came from, like forest in China, forest in Canada, forest in Mexico, where all these pallets were produced, shipped things to Denmark, and then have that army of trolls have a message of protecting those same forests that they were built from and now standing in. So it's kind of like, it was like all of those things that came together and formed it. And that's now 11 years ago.